Hey, welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Paul Motley here. It is the Ultimate Affiliate Marketing Podcast, and I want to touch on sort of like in tandem almost with the podcast that I did yesterday. So if it's your first time listening, then make sure you go ahead and subscribe and make sure you listen to yesterday's episode. It was super important if you want to start crushing affiliate launches or affiliate marketing anywhere, right? In any product, any niche or anything like that. Okay, right. So what are you going to do? Let's think we need to move on with another launch, right? So let's say you've tried a launch and it went well or didn't go well or whatever it was. The way to make sure that you crush the next one is to have a look and see who was on those leaderboards, right? So what you're going to need to do, first step, is create yourself a new email address. And the reason being is, you can go and get a Gmail account. It's about $5 a month, right? So you want to make sure all this information is getting filtered so you know exactly where to get it and it's easy and it's on hand, okay? Right, now we're going to do sort of like a Dream 100 on these people, which basically means we're going to stalk them, right? So what you need to do is, if it's in the middle of a launch, then you can do this as well, but it's better to do it probably after a launch and waiting up for the next one. So you go ahead and see who's on the top 10, right? So you want to basically hack what these guys are doing to get to that level. Right now, not everybody's going to have a big email list and just be doing amazingly well on leaderboards just by having an email list, right? They're going to be doing other stuff as well. So you want to make sure you go and follow each person on all their social media platforms, go to their website, opt in, because most likely there will be an option that you can opt in to some sort of free content, whether it be a free training, PDF, video, whatever it is. Go and opt in, right? Using that new email address that you just got, because then guess what? You are going to start getting all of their emails, right? So next time something comes up, you're going to start getting exactly what they're promoting, but also how they're promoting it through their list. And if they know if they're pretty good at what they do, then there's a good chance those emails are going to be gold to you, because you can emulate. I don't mean copy, right? Seriously, don't copy. Always put your own spin on things. But you can see the type of language they're using. You can see the type of hooks, the subject lines, those ones, and the calls to action within those emails to see exactly what they're doing. And the same for the social media presence as well, because then you can get to really understand. And the way I like to do it is inside of your actual email account, right? So this is the new email account. You can create little, almost like little mini folders, and create a folder for each person, so that it automatically, your email service provider automatically puts a new email from that person into their folder, right? So that way, that means you're not going to get a whole bunch of emails coming in all the time, and you're going to have to switch backwards and forwards to see it, right? So any given week, or if you want to spend a couple of hours on each day, you can go in and take a look at, let's say it's Neil Patel's, right? Or Pat Flynn's. You can go into the Pat Flynn folder and see what he sent out this week, right? Now, there's a good chance that they may be doing some sort of paid advertising, and there's a good chance that if you go onto their site, you will actually get retargeted from their ads, right? And retargeting means basically they've got a pixel on there, whether it be a Google pixel or a Facebook pixel, so that when you go onto their site, they are going to then send you ads further down the line, right? So this is really important, what you want to do if you want to actually start hacking affiliate marketing to its highest peak, right? And it's going to take a little bit of time, but believe you and me, those people which go through this process are the ones which do way better than anyone else just trying to blow it all on their own, okay? It's as simple as that. You put the time in and you get the results. You put the time in, you get the rewards, okay? So that is how we're going to start doing things. And of course, when a new launch comes up, there's a good chance that, these guys may well be promoting it, especially if it's from the same vendor. And if you're not sure, and if you weren't in their sort of like launch to start with, then go ahead and look on a product page and see who the testimonials are from, because the testimonials, if it's just launched, I guarantee you these are JV partners which have been given early access to the product or service that's on offer right now, so that they can also be affiliates. Okay, right, this is practically unknown. You ever realize how a product has got so many testimonials before it's even released? That's exactly why, because JV partners, affiliates of that program, have been given access early so that they can then test it, run it. If they like it, they'll promote it, they'll give a testimonial to the vendor, and then that will be on the sales page, right? So make sure you go ahead and check out each and every single person, and if they've got, you can go and see if they've got a Facebook business page as well. So rather than just a Facebook profile, they might have a Facebook business page, right? So probably under the same name, or if you search well enough in their links on their personal profile, you may find it that way as well. And then guess what? You can actually go and see which type of ads they're using on, let's use Facebook for an example, because it's a lot easier to find on Facebook. They're listed under page transparency. And by default, when you look under that, Facebook's only going to give you the country that you're in at the time and list the ads that are there. Now, if it says no ads, then you go ahead and click that link. So in my case, it may well be United Kingdom, and you can then go to worldwide, right? So click that and it will give you an option. It will tell you all the ads that they have been running for a little while now. So if you ever go to like the ClickFunnels site, for example, you can go and see which offers ClickFunnels are promoting right now. So it's a huge advantage for us, because we know if they're spending money, there's a good reason for those ads staying live. So because they are getting profit from it. So if you think about that, and I've done it before, I've done it with the .com Secrets book, where I saw someone doing a review. They did a review video, they posted that as an ad on Facebook. So I did my own review, I posted that as an ad on Facebook, and as long as my targeting was right, guess what? I started getting sales. And the cool thing about that is, if you don't know what ClickFunnels is, then it's a software as a service. It's a sales funnel builder. It's one of the easiest things I've ever started using. It's been the most profitable thing in my business to date for the last 4 years. Generated over 113,000 in commissions so far. So it is pretty solid, right? But one of their low ticket offers is a .com Secrets book. Now that is a free plus shipping offer, which basically means it's not really free. They're charging you a little bit to cover the postage, and they might make a small profit on it, or they might make a loss. But what they're doing, because they're a sales funnel builder, they are then throwing you up their value ladder. So they say, okay, right, we'll get this book, and then they might have on the order form an order bump. It might be the audio version, and that increases their average cart value, which then means they can spend more on ads. And the next level, it might be a $97 product, and again, that makes their average cart value go up. The next one might be something else, and then ultimately there'll be an option to get a trial with ClickFunnels, which is like $97 a month or $297, depending on which product or the plan that you get. Now, the cool thing for ClickFunnels is that their average cart value keeps going up and up and up. And obviously, if they get customers come through that for ClickFunnels itself, then they no longer have to pay for that, because that's recurring, right? And as affiliates, these are the sort of programs we love, because we're going to get paid every single month that customer carries on being a user, right? So it's the passive income side of things, and that's something that you should really make sure that you consider in your business. So I'm just using this as an example because obviously it makes sense. So if you see on someone's business page, on their transparency, on their ads, that an ad has been running for a good long time, it's profitable. And that's the sort of ad that you can then emulate. And if you go through enough, then there's a good chance they'll retarget you on YouTube as well. So then you'll start getting the ads that they use on YouTube. Take note, if you have the facility to record the video using a screen recording and analyze it, script it out so that you can actually see exactly what words they were using, the sentences, the way that they styled, the language they use, the hooks, everything, right? So it's super important to start delving right down into it, because it's a business. It's not just a pastime. It's not just a hobby. It can be a business which will pay your mortgage. It will start giving you freedom to do whatever you want in the world. And I know some people earn an astronomical amount of money. I mean, even ClickFunnels alone, they paid out millions upon millions in affiliate commissions. One guy, for example, Spencer Meekham, earned over 3.5 million in commissions now, right? So there is a lot of money on the table, and that's just with one program. Now you imagine being able to tap into several different programs, several different times a month. If you do the work, you can actually do it, because let's face it, if you've got a job, you go to work for 8 hours a day and you put your all in for those whole 8 hours. So I don't understand why some people class their sort of like affiliate marketing as a side hustle, because if you put the same level of interest and the same level of application into affiliate marketing, then you could quite easily replace your income. Now, it might not happen overnight, but there are ways to do it. And like I said, this is one way. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to catch up with you all again tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your day.